From players using glue to deflating footballs, these are 10 times NFL players got caught cheating. And first up, pay close attention to Ndamukong Suh. Because if there's one person you don't want to mess with, it's a 6'4", 313-pound defensive tackle. When he's angry, someone is bound to get hurt. But when he's playing a divisional rival, it's a whole different level.
Let's take a look. Well, he's just that calf grabbing again on him, Joe, and it's something that he's going to have to do. Well, he gets stepped on right at the end of that play. Twice he gets stepped on. That's Suh.
Wow, this dude really tried to injure 4-time MVP Aaron Rodgers and played it off like it was an accident. Not gonna lie, his acting skills need some work. Because when the NFL saw what he was doing, they suspended him for the team's wildcard playoff game against the Dallas Cowboys. And let's just say, Detroit could have used him.
How to do that inside the tackle box. Romo buys time and finds Terrence Williams' first Cowboys touchdown reception in a playoff game since Michael Irvin.
Bro cheated, and it costed his team their season. You'd think that'd be enough to scare him straight. But there's no scaring Suh, especially against the Minnesota Vikings, because Suh made a hit so vicious and so illegal that the NFL fined his ass 100 G's.
Second and a yard, they're going to throw it. And it's intercepted by Levy. And he's on his way to the end zone. Kind of play that the NFL changed the rule this year. Right there, the block on the center by Ndamukong Suh.
Dang, bro broke the bank and took away his team's touchdown. But you see, Ndamukong Suh still has one more trick on his sleeve. Because if you can cheat twice, then chances are you can cheat a third time. Only this time, he wasn't stepping on ankles or using illegal blocks. He was doing something far worse.
Wide open, Danielson can't hold on near the field. Ndamukong Suh, oh boy, he gets kicked.
Yo, why can't you let Matt Schaub have kids, bro? That's crossing the line. But so is our next moment, because 14 years ago, one coach made one bad decision, and it messed up his entire year. His name is Sal Alosi, and in 2010, he was the strength and conditioning coach for the New York Jets. But that would soon change. Just in a blink of an eye, his life would flip completely upside down.
Seconds on that possession. Holmes is deep. Got a lot of room to work with here. An injured Dolphin on the play is Nolan Carroll. He is on the Jets sideline. Boy, it looked like he got tripped by one of the members of the Jets staff. Watch the knee here being stuck out on purpose.
Nah, bro. This man owes the NFL an apology. That's disgraceful. But believe me, Alosi wishes he could take it all back, because 24 hours after the game, the Jets broke him some terrible news. He was suspended by the team without pay for the rest of the season. Oh, and on top of that, he was also fined $25,000. However, by 2013, this incident was all but forgotten once Mike Tomlin did this.
Kobe Jones gets by Sweezer. And taken down at the 27-yard
there, and Tomlin is essentially on the field here, and you just wonder, he's trying to get out of the way there, but did that force Jacoby Jones to lean back into the tackle?
Whoa, and I thought Tomlin was supposed to have class. There ain't no way he's gonna be able to talk his way out of this one. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. Bro clearly knows what he's doing. Or does he?
On the Jumbotron, it looks like he's running up the right sideline, but actually he's coming up our sideline. No joke. I saw myself on the Jumbotron. I dodged Jacoby because I saw myself. I never saw him. I was like, oh, and he went by me.
But it did make him step inside, and that gave a better angle for the tackler.
Certainly.
Not gonna lie, I kind of believe him, but intentional or not, it still cost my man $100K, which is why no coach has tripped another player since. Yet not everyone learns their lesson. See, Josh Gordon will undoubtedly go down as one of the most talented receivers in NFL history. In 2013, Gordon led the entire league with 1,646 receiving yards. On top of this, he also became the first NFL player to record consecutive 200-yard receiving games. So heading into the 2014 season, Gordon was expected to pick up right where he left off. Instead, he violated the league's substance abuse policy. And since it was his second time violating the league's substance abuse policy, he was suspended a whopping 10 games. But what's even crazier is that when he returned, he didn't skip a beat. In his first game back, he torched the Falcons for 8 catches and 120 yards. However, none of that mattered, because Because on January 25th, 2015, the NFL got word that Gordon had tested positive for alcohol use. I mean, come on, bro. When is it enough to be enough? Only this time around, the NFL wouldn't be so forgiving. They suspended him an entire season without any pay. Now, for most players, they could kiss their career goodbye, but not Josh Gordon. The Browns were still holding on to hope that he could return to his 2014 form. But to do that, he had to pass a drug test. And on April 12, 2016, Gordon did what he does best. He failed yet another drug test.
This, to me, is one of the all-time saddest stories of drug addiction.
I want a big, fat picture of Josh Gordon. Next to it, $5 million. And then I want the screen wiped away. Blacked. Weed. That's how much it cost you.
At this point, you can't help but feel sorry for the guy. Bro is making the same mistakes over and over again. Fortunately, that was about to change. He made a promise to himself and fans that he would change. And for a little bit, it seemed to be working. In his first game back on December 3rd, 2017, he caught 4 passes for 85 yards. For reference, he hadn't played an NFL game since 2014. But once again, his success was short-lived. In 2018, guess what happened? Gordon violated the league's substance policy again. I mean, is it just me, or are the NFL scriptwriters starting to get lazy? But real talk, one can only imagine where Josh Gordon would be if he stayed off the drugs. That said, if Gordon can make poor choices, then so can the referees. And in 2010, the referees wanted the Redskins to win so badly, they did something unprecedented.
9 yards. Why do we show this to you on the screen? On first down, it appears that Roydell Williams is a 9-yard gain. Okay.
Yeah, that's first down. That makes this next play second down.
Fox thinks it's a second down, although, again, why shouldn't they? It was a 9-yard gain.
All right, you get the point. Can you guess what down this next play is?
Still second down, according to the officials on the field, and Ryan Terrain is sacked. So here we are sitting at home thinking it's a 4th down and believing it.
All right, it's 4th down. One more defensive stand, and the game is over.
Game officials think it's 3rd down. We think it's 4th down. And instead of the game being over because it's an incomplete pass in the end zone.
Well, hold on a second. What's this?
And they just changed it to 4th. Opposite of us, they got 3rd down. There's going to be some confusion on this one.
That's right. The refs forgot to count and allowed the Redskins to do the unthinkable.
It appears that the Redskins get the 5th down.
Colorado, Missouri, all over again. You got to go by what's on the field.
Well, again, should it have been that on the field?
But if the yard markers say that's what it is, that's what it is.
Man, I can't believe the Redskins are really about to win this game. Oh, wait a second.
So here comes the extra point for Graham Gano, and he puts the, oh no.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
Gano also missed the 2.
You know what they say? All don't lie. All right, that last moment was clearly cheating, but it's still not as blatantly obvious as our next moment. See, in 2021, Calvin Ridley was in an all-time low. So much so that he stepped away from the game altogether. He was leaving the Falcons indefinitely to focus on his mental health. Well, that wasn't entirely true. He didn't step away from football as much as you'd think, because while he was supposed to be focusing on his mental health, he was out splurging. Word got out that a player was betting on NFL games, including betting on their very own team. Upon investigation, their biggest fear was true. Ridley placed 3 parlay bets the week of November 23rd. So what'd they do? They suspended my man for a whole year. And I mean, it should have come as a surprise that Ridley was fuming. He needed to clear the air. He also had to let the NFL know how he really felt. Yeah, 1 year is kind of crazy, but then again, rules are rules. And in the NFL, your bad decisions could cost you everything. No one knows this like Kayshon Boutte, because unlike Ridley, who only placed 3 parlays, this man has made over 8,900 bets, all while underage. This dude's brain is definitely not all there, because rather than hiding all of his illegal opportunity, he did it in plain sight, under the username Kayshon Boutte 7. Records claim that in 2022 and 2023, Boutte placed over $636,000 in bets, losing a total of $81,000 in the process. However, next up, the Giants do something so outrageous, it's laughable. While facing the Los Angeles Rams, the Giants defense was running out of steam quickly. The Rams offense was too busy running hurry-up offense, and the Giants were just trying to catch their breath. But the Rams weren't giving in. They kept marching down the field. But neither were the Giants, because one way or another, they were going to get a break.
Right now, the New York Giants are in total disarray. They can't line up, and the Giants have a couple players down.
Deion Grant, a veteran player, will point out, quickly goes down. That'll bring the Giant medical staff out. 34. Oh, wait, we had 2 guys go down and fake injuries.
Yeah, I hate this.
Can you believe that 2 players tried faking an injury at the same time? Either way, it's still got nothing on our final 3 moments. Trust me when I say these moments take cheating to a level you didn't even know was possible. Because at number 3, the Patriots did something that ticked off every sports fan in America. It was the 2007 season, and the Patriots were paying close attention to their opponents, a little too close. Because on September 9th, their attention to detail came to bite them in the butt. See, against the New York Jets, the Patriots had spies videotaping the Jets' defensive signals from an unauthorized location.
Bill Belichick said today he's focusing on this weekend's football game. Well, he may be, but the rest of the sports world is focusing on the news that his team illegally videotaped its opponent's signals. The NFL fined Belichick himself $500,000. His team, half that, and they'll forfeit some draft picks.
You already know what that means. It was time for NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to get involved. So after conducting a thorough investigation, the NFL fined the Patriots coach Bill Belichick $500,000, the largest coaching fine in NFL history. But Goodell wasn't finished yet. He also took away the team's first-round pick in 2008. But the worst part of it all? Belichick was creating a team full of cheaters. Thanks to him, Tom Brady became so accustomed to cheating that it started to make him paranoid.
One time we're practicing for the playoffs.
What team, what year?
In Tampa with a quarterback that you are familiar with. And Tom's like, hold up, we gotta stop. We can't do these plays right now. They're like, well, why not? Like, look at all these windows out here. Like, look at all these windows. Like, people probably, we think like, no, they not. Listen, I'm telling y'all, people can be in these windows watching practice. We can't do it no more. So what we do, we had to take the practice in the indoor. So when we're all hanging out, like the offensive players and the coaches, we laugh about, we're like, yo, there may be some truth to that Patriot stuff. Because out of everybody, it's freaking 53 players and all the other coaches, not one person said anything about practicing outside for the playoffs, but one man. You let me know what you think about that.
Wow, Bro can sense Bill Belichick from a mile away. Yet the Patriots still had one more trick up their sleeve. Because in the 2014 AFC Championship game, everything was going the Patriots' way.
Cribs with the first mistake of the day. After both teams exchanged, put one
How
on the
the
face
ball
mask.
hit you in your head, man?
I felt that too, but Andrew Luck comes up, steps up in the pocket, and was moving the ball down the field, but then Boom Herring goes bust right there.
Something different.
So
I've seen
third
it
and one,
before.
Rob Gronkowski in the end zone.
Jeez, these guys couldn't be stopped, even remotely. It's not every day you see an 11-win team lose by 38 points. Because after the game, the Colts revealed the Patriots' secret. They were using a deflated football. And it wasn't a coincidence either, because a week earlier, the Ravens complained about the exact same thing. Yep, not even O.J. Simpson could save them now. Which means, once again, it was time for Roger Goodell to step in. He suspended Brady 4 games and fined the team $1 million. Only this time, SNL decided to have some fun with it too.
New England Patriots were accused of intentionally deflating football during the AFC Championship. We now go live to Gillette Stadium, where Patriots coach Bill Belichick is holding a press conference.
I came here today to tell you that I have absolutely nothing to do with deflating those footballs, and that's all I have to say on the matter, period. Now, I don't know if this is relevant, but I remember right before kickoff, Tom got this crazy look in his eye, and he whispered to me, I'm gonna do it.
Shoot, man. When SNL is making fun of you, that's when you know you're in the wrong. But it still doesn't compare to the New Orleans Saints. And in 2012, the Saints went completely off the rails. That's when the NFL world discovered some disturbing news about the Saints defensive coordinator, Greg Williams. See, it's no secret that this man isn't afraid to take risks. For reference, this is the same guy who called a cover zero on a Hail Mary. Only this incident has nothing to do with his play calling. It has everything to do with money. It all started in the 2009 NFC Championship game. That's when several coaches claimed that the Saints were deliberately trying to hurt Vikings quarterback Brett Favre, especially once they saw this.
Favre in trouble, floats it out of the reach of Chester Taylor, but a flag comes down, and it was Hargrove who ended up on top of Favre. Favre still smiling. 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 8, and he's picked off. Favre needs help getting off the field. Jonathan Vilma comes up with the interception.
But Brett Favre wasn't the only quarterback who felt worried for his life. Aaron Rodgers and Cam Newton also felt targeted by the Saints defense. That's because the Saints had a system in place, a bounty system. Down a kick returner inside the receiving team's 20-yard line, earn $100. If a player was removed from the field on a stretcher or cart, that's a $1,000 payday. And if a player was responsible for a knockout, from play